What's up everyone? Today we're gonna review the new adventures of the Avengers, Age of Ultron. Back in the early 2000s, when I heard they were going to make a movie with the Avengers, the idea seemed pretty crazy to me.
That would be inconceivable.
I'm not really a comic book person, but making an Avenger movie? That would mean putting together a lot of Marvel characters. And can you seriously think about how much time and money they would have to spend in the process? They'd have to make one movie for every major character just to introduce them to the audience. So first, they'd have to write a different story for each one of them, but still make sure the stories can fit in the same universe.
Inconceivable!
Second, they would have to find a group of actors who would all agree to play the same characters for many years.
Inconceivable!
Then they would need to make sure that all the movies would be box office blockbusters, otherwise the producers may just back away from the whole thing.
Inconceivable!
And last but not least, they would have to hire an extremely talented director to take on the final project, but one who would also be strong enough to handle the pressure from the studios and live up to the expectations of all the fans. At the time, it was totally inconceivable.
You keep using the word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
But there was one guy who believed he could do it. That man was Joss Whedon. Joss who? Oh, you know, he made a black and white adaptation of Shakespeare. No? Come on, he wrote the screenplay for Alien 4. That must ring a bell, right? Nah, I'm just messing with you. Whedon is the creator of cult TV shows Firefly and Buffy the Vampire Slayer. There, told you heard of him. So, flash forward to May 2012, when the Avengers assembled on screen in live action for the very first time. The Avengers quickly became one of the highest grossing movies of all times, and Whedon the new king of Hollywood. But the pressure is still there because, sure, he did accomplish nothing short of a miracle, but now the audience is craving for more. The word is on everyone's lips, and that word is
Sequel!
no time to rest. Whedon will have to prove whether he will stay true to his love for the Marvel Universe, or instead if he will just sit down and count his money, in short, milking the franchise.
Hold on a second, there's a little more in there. You taste that? There was another drop of milk.
Well, here we are. 3 years after the first movie, Avengers 2 Age of Ultron is finally coming out in theaters.
Gentlemen, get ready.
Is it good? You bet it is. Just like the first time, the film is packed with awesome action scenes. The visual effects look gorgeous. The characters are as lovable and charismatic as ever. And the dialogue is witty and clever with the memorable one-liners you'd expect from any Whedon film.
Through this. I got no plans tomorrow night.
All our favorite heroes make their comeback. Some of the supporting cast also show up for the film, and the movie even takes time to introduce all new characters.
Wanda and Pietro Maximoff, twins, orphaned at 10 when a shell collapsed their apartment building.
Loki was supposed to make his appearance as well, but unfortunately, it looks like he's been left on the editing floor. We can always hope for an extended cut when the movie gets released on Blu-ray and DVD. Yeah, let us hope. All of them will have much to do to protect the world against the evil Ultron and his robot army. At first, Ultron seems to be the kind that is not much of a talker, but clearly packs a punch. However, you'll quickly realize that being called an artificial intelligence suits him rather well. He moves around swiftly with nonchalant attitude, and he steals some of the movie's best lines with his sarcastic jokes. Now that's a bad guy you will love to hate.
Hope. I'll take that from them first.
As always with Whedon, the movie is filled with so many cool characters you will not know who to root for, but it never feels overstuffed. Whedon truly knows how to get the best of his actors so that they all work together as part of a team. Of course, with so many superheroes on screen, some of them will only have limited screen time, and we wish we could have spent more time in their company. But it's less a flaw from the movie rather than a good example of the quality of the acting. Indeed, the casting is just perfect, with screen veterans at the top of their game and the new kids on the block giving their best shot to be part of the show.
Didn't see that coming?
I'm actually glad that Hawkeye is having a bigger role this time around, since he was left aside for a while in the first Avengers movie. For most of it we are in familiar ground and you may even be disappointed by the run-of-the-mill storyline, but the major difference between Avengers and Age of Ultron is that this time we get to spend more quality time with the characters. Given that we were supposed to have followed their solo adventures first, the characters were only briefly introduced in the first Avengers, before the mayhem started. On the other hand, this time, there are a lot of quiet moments where the characters just talk. Their relationships are more developed as well. As the movie progresses, Whedon takes time to go deeper into their mysterious past and explore their darker side. For a family-friendly popcorn flick with superheroes, the movie doesn't shy away from all the drama and the emotion. And that's the Whedon touch. The reason we love all these superhuman characters is less because they are super, but more because they are human. Age of Ultron is a more talkative and darker version of the Avengers, but if you had a good time with the first film, you'll have a blast with this one too. With so many upcoming superhero movies already lining up, I was getting worried of some kind of Marvel overdose. But as long as the studios keep making movies that good, then I just keep waiting for the next one. Joss Whedon is my own favorite superhero. So that's it guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, feel free to comment and subscribe, and thanks for watching.
That's the best you can do!
You had asked.